Greetings, adventurers, and well met, Master of Dungeons here on the Master of Dungeons Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Master of Dungeons TV. Welcome in at a Sunday evening time for some more Adventures Beyond Phandalin. We're doing a little bit of cleric work to start the session tonight. The characters have left the Hill Giant setting in ruin, have gathered all the treasure and riches, and have made their way back to Phandalin, and have achieved level 13, getting ready to chat with some of the folks, the different faction members of the Harpers and the Lord's Alliance and all of their friends here in town about what they've heard from Neverwinter before they head up to the Rift, the Glacial Rift, where the Frost Giants have been waging their raids around Icewind Dale and the settlements just south of the Spine of the World Mountains. But we do have a few clerical things to take care of. Yes, cleric, AL, exactly. I like that. Some AL stuff, because we are playing against the Giants, the hardcover of Tales from Yawning Portal. Basically, it has 3 adventures in it. We just finished the first one. And in Adventures League, if you find an item in an adventure, it's a story item until the end of the adventure. Once the end of the adventure is over, the items all replicate for all of the players. And they also achieved 13th level, so we're going to deal with any of those questions if they have any, but I don't think anyone does, do they? Everyone should be good to go, right?
Good to go, yeah.
Excellent. Do you guys want to divvy up your treasure? Keep in mind, from the time you rescued the NPC Thorgrim, I believe it was, he was wanting a share of that, so you'll be splitting that 6 ways from there, from the time you met him.
Okay. Yeah, I can work on trying to get all that put together, and then you can double check me against what you've got,
Hannibal.
Dan, and then Hannibal. Yeah, we can check out, and then we can make sure that it's correct.
Once we have all that stuff done, we'll go ahead and have the players reintroduce their characters, and then we can get started. We also have a few magic items we need to roll up. There was some Adventures League guidance. Adventures League, if you're not aware, is organized play for Dungeons & Dragons through Wizards of the Coast. And that's what we're doing that with the characters. The players want to take their character to a convention. They want to go to the local game store to play AL. They can do so. So we're going to go through the list of items that they all received and get copies of. And then on top of that, they get to roll a few items because the Adventures League guidance for the Against the Giants adventures added some extra cash, some extra magic items in there. And when we were looking through the giant bags, like you were going through and you're finding like a pig or, body parts and stuff like that, there was also a couple of rolls on that chart that we have to substitute with magic items, which is cool because we get to roll some random magic items, which I love doing. We are going to be rolling.
I always like that too.
Go ahead.
I always like that too. I think it was like one of my favorite, even going way back to the first edition of AD&D.
Yeah.
It was like, that was the fun table. It was like, the percentile dice and all of the magic items. That was like a really awesome thing to do, just to roll up. I don't know, even today, it's still.
Yeah, and we are going to be rolling from the 2014 Dungeon Master's Guide, but we used the 2005.5 version of the items. Same with all the items that we find here. Even all the items you have from Phandalin below the Shattered Obelisk, Phandalin below the Shattered Obelisk. Even those items, you use the most updated version of those magic items. All right. You guys still dividing treasure? Don't worry about dividing it. Don't worry about dividing some of it by 6. Just divide it by the normal 5.
Oh, okay.
We'll be okay. I'm pretty sure that the AL police is not going to come arrest me. The Glacial Rift is the next stop. calculations going.
Getting there.
No worries, no worries. I got the table open. I'll make a handout for that.
Can I buy a portable hoe?
Unfortunately, you can't purchase magic items. I can spell that is.
Well, Farfanujan.
Ulmor, I sent you a message with my gold total based on all my notes. Take it or leave it.
Okay.
Or split the difference.
All right.
All right. While you guys are doing that, I'm going to have Phelix and Mindran roll me a D100. I need to pull up the table that we're going to be getting these from. We do have 3 bags that inspected that did have these rolls, so we're going to be 3 consumable magic items from tables A or B. I'm going to let you, when you roll the percentile dice, you can choose table A or you can choose table B. So, Phelix, table A or table B?
Let's go B.
All right, give me a D100, please.
89.
89. That is not a consumable. Please roll again.
50.
50. An extra potion of water breathing. All right. Mindran, table A or B?
A.
Roll me percentile dice, please. 22. There's a extra potion of healing. You can always use those. And then, Felix, give me the last one if you would. Table A or table B?
Let's go A this time.
Okay.
56.
It is a spell scroll cantrip. We're going to say a spell scroll of Toll the Dead. All right, and then we have Area 23 in the Hill Giant home, in the Hill Giant setting, which was setting of the Hill Giant Chief. Area 23 would have been the area where, if you look at your handouts, you should be able to see it was up there where you didn't find any giants. They came back up because they were all either in the Great Hall or they had been taken out by orcs and such. There were some extra magic items there. Area 23 magic items. All right. We'll have Hannibal. Well, let's see. How many do we have here? We have a total of 3 magic items here. So we'll have Ulmor roll 1, Hannibal roll 1, and then we'll have Mindran roll 1. So Ulmor, this is going to be off of table F. So I need for you to roll me percentile dice, please.
$99.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, it's in chat.
A wind fan.
Wind fan.
A wind fan.
Okay. All right.
All right, Hannibal. This also is off of table F. Go ahead and roll me percentile dice, please. 22. An amulet of proof against detection and location. And then Mindran, please give me another percentile dice. This is going to be off of table G. A bowl of commanding water elementals.
Ooh.
All right, so we're just going to put this in your journals. All right, here are the other magic items that the magic items will duplicate for you. This doesn't include any potions of healing you purchased or anything like that. Those don't duplicate. That's just for yourself. There was 12, I believe 12 pieces of 12 plus 1 arrows. Is that the amount, Mindran? Five plus 1 arrows. Everyone also gets a flame tongue short sword. Everyone gets a javelin of lightning. Everyone gets a potion of healing. And I need to find out where this specific one was because this magic item was a specific type of mind control. Do you guys someone have it written down? It was controlling specific like giants or something.
I have it written up.
Okay,
Mind
yes.
control, hill giant.
Hill giant, yes. There's also a potion of mind control hill giant. There's also a potion of superior healing. A potion of invisibility. Potion of poison. And a potion of water breathing.
One post that, and then we can divvy it up to who wants it.
No, you all get those.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, the potions.
Yeah.
They're all listed up. Yeah.
Yeah, because we finished the adventure, so the magic items all duplicate for everyone.
Yeah,
Add to your magic item hoard, yeah. You also, we're not done. We're not done. You still got more. So you can pick which one of your magic items you want to use, exactly. So there's also Ring of Mind Shielding. a shield +1. There's Waith. You can't use Waith until you get to tier 4, because you can't use legendary items until you get to tier 4. And then there's the Spear +2, which is a simple weapon.
Mm-hmm.
And then what did you have on your totals for the... You got back to Phandalin here to split your coin.
$39,394 divided by 5 is 7,878 gold pieces each.
7,000?
78 each.
78.
78.
Gotcha.
Well, 78.8, but you know.
Hey, that's 8 extra silver.
Yeah. So 78.8 then. 78 gold and 8 silver each.
Excellent.
Calculator is my friend.
All right. So there's another aspect of D&D with the new 5.5 rules, as well as that it's being used also in Adventurers League. That is bastions. Do you all want to deal with bastions or look into bastions or do anything with bastions? Obviously, if you don't want to, it's okay. We are considering Trezendar Manor your base of operations. I believe it's been renamed on our map to Helping Hands Manor. It has been fixed up. It's just a basic manor house now with basic furnishing. If you want to use that for bastions and use your coin to purchase things for the bastion and such like that, you can do so. Are you interested in doing that at all?
I have one thing I want to get for Bastion right now. Everything else is just kind of fluff. But teleportation circle.
I think it would be fun to do the bastion thing. Why not? We have a home base. We can just live up on the hill. Helping Hands Manor.
All right.
Ulmor wants a hot tub, so he can be naked and just be in the hot tub all day.
So obviously we had started with a keg of ale right beside you. We had started the 5.5 rules came out. Obviously we had already been into the sessions for a while, but characters are allowed to acquire bastions when they reach 5th level. And you can decide how these bastions came into being. Obviously, we've already done that. That's already been done organically through the adventure with Trezendar Manor now becoming Helping Hands Manor. It's basically the shape, style, and function. It's kind of up to you guys to determine what you want to do with the manor house, what you kind of want it to look like, all of that stuff like that. Every bastion has facilities that serve basic needs as well as special ones such as libraries, menageries, workshops, etc. Basically, basic facilities and special facilities. Basically, what happens is that in between adventures, this is a prime time to discuss bastions. You take what's called a bastion turn, basically, right? So you'd be doing things at a bastion turn. You could take bastion turns, not even have to be at the bastion in order to take those turns in some instances.
Okay.
Getting ahead of me in chat there, like the pub. And on your bastion turn, you can issue orders to special facilities in your bastion or issue maintain order to the entire bastion. All right, let's look at bastions have the following features. So these are just normal things that you just have in your bastion: closets, corridors, ramps, staircases, defensive walls. They cost corridors, ramps, and staircases are free. Closets are free if you want defensive walls around them. Defensive walls 20 foot high may include a walkway along its top and a means to access it like a ladder or a lift. Each 5 foot square defensive wall takes 10 days to build and costs 250 gold. Which would happen if there was like an Bastion event. With doors and windows, your features are free. 2 more players can combine their bastions into a single structure, which is what we're doing.
All right.
I'm learning this as we go along as well. So what we're looking at is the basic facility is how big you want it. You can have a cramped facility space, a roomy space, or a vast space. Those can be for different locations as you build it. You know what I mean? So, like for example, basic facilities include like a bedroom, dining room, parlor, courtyard, kitchen, and storage. Come with non-magical furnishings and decor, which is basically what's in there right now. And you have 2 free. Bastion starts with 2 free basic facilities, which the character chooses from the basic facilities list below. So each one of you gets 2 choices. So you could have someone could select multiple bedrooms. Since on the basic facilities list there is 6 rooms: bedroom, dining room, parlor, courtyard, kitchen, and storage. Right. So each one of you gets 2. One of them is cramped, which means it's just a 10 by 10 room, 4 squares, and the other is roomy, which is 16 squares. Yes, you do have a seneschal with Sir Tath Layden. He'll stay there. We can incorporate him in as like your captain of the guard. And then we can have the dwarven smiths be like the people that would work if you happen to have get a smithy or anything like that. So in order to get them all, each one of you would choose, like somebody would choose a bedroom and a dining room. Someone would choose like a bedroom and a parlor. Someone would choose like a bedroom and a courtyard, and then the last person could go like a kitchen and storage, or you could skip one of the others. You can also buy them additionally yourself.
And there are 500, 1,000, and
So
3,000?
you get 2 for free.
2 for free. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. Hannibal can do the cramped bedroom and roomy kitchen. A cramped bedroom. All right. So I'll say Ulmor will do the. So Ulmor will do a roomy bedroom because he has to have room for his hot tub. And he wants it on the ground floor, if possible, so that he can have access to the kitchen. So if Hannibal's doing the roomy kitchen, then Ulmor will do his roomy bedroom
Okay.
with the upgrade of the pool, the big hot tub pool, whatever. I guess it'll just be a large tub with fireplace.
You
heat
can
up
do
water.
that later. What do you want the cramped room to be?
Yeah, and then
The cramped parlor?
We'll do the parlor,
Cramped parlor?
the cramped parlor. Yeah,
You really don't have that many guests? You have it cramped that way that you don't have so many people calling on you?
yeah. It's just it's small. We don't want to have too many people in the parlor.
So Mindran doesn't need much space for the bedroom, so Mindran wants a cramped bedroom. And then a roomy what? I mean, keep in mind, you could always build a storage facility later. You have a roomy courtyard. Label your food, Ulmor. And do you have an idea of what you want for your two, Phelix? New keyboard. Roomy courtyard, okay. So we have Hannibal, cramped bedroom, roomy kitchen, Ulmor, roomy bedroom, cramped parlor, cramped bedroom, roomy courtyard for Mindran. So the only thing you don't have right now is dining room, and you don't have a storage area. But you don't have to have a storage area, and you don't have to have a dining room if you don't want. You want to eat in the kitchen or eat in your bedrooms, you can certainly do so for now. You can always build one later if you want.
The dining room sounds good because all the cramped people in the cramped parlor will be hungry, including us, and then we'll want to go and have a big feast every now and then. That's what Ulmor's thinking. He wants to have a big dining room is his idea of a good time. So I guess roomy or vast. I don't know, vast. I don't think we need a big one.
Well, this is Felix's choices, though, right now.
Yeah, okay. Sorry.
No worries. You might be muted, too.
There we go. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, there
Now
we
we
go.
can hear you. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
My headphone jack was being weird. I said, what did I say? Dining room. Sounds good.
So what size? Do you want a bedroom and a dining room?
Yeah, I'll go with the cramped bedroom and
And roomy dining room.
since I'm small.
True. It's not really going to be that cramped for you.
No. Thought about going with the big one just to be funny.
Huge, immaculate. That'd be cool.
All right. So the basic facilities don't have any game effects, but they do kind of expire. For us to have some role play, and you can have your own, design your own rooms and stuff like that. If you want to use like a map maker, because we can always go through and put a map together of like the floor plan and such like that. Cramped rooms, like I said, are 4 squares. Roomy rooms are 16 squares. Vast rooms are 36 squares. Now, you can add new basic facilities or enlarge existing ones by spending money and time, discussed later on. So if you want to add facilities, right? You can add a basic facility to the bastion by spending time and money. The cost of adding a basic facility and the time required depends on the facility space. So say, for example, you wanted to add wanted to add a roomy storage room. Since you don't have a storage room yet, that would be 1,000 gold pieces and would basically take 45 days, 45 days to build. So keep in mind after.
But that goes per person, right? So if 4 of us were splitting it, would be.
Yeah, if you guys want to split the cost of your bastions, since you're putting them all together, you can spend 200 gold or 250 gold each to get a roomy storage space. But keep in mind, after every session we played, you've gained downtime days. So you'd spend those 45 downtime days would be spent in order to create that bastion. Downtime days is an added meta currency. Yes, it is, Mindran. I will put put it in chat for you. I'll put it in Discord chat for you in the Sunday stream. Now, if you want to enlarge your facility, right? So say you want to go from a cramped bedroom to a roomy bedroom, it costs you 500 gold in 25 days. You want to go from roomy to vast, it costs 2,000 gold in 80 days. Now, you did just reach level 13. And since we're getting your bastions for the first time, you're going to have access to different special facility acquisitions. At level 5, you were to have access to 2. At level 9, you would have access to 4. At level 13, you have access to 5 special facilities. Now, of course, each special facility has a level. You must be of that level or higher to gain that facility. Also, the other prerequisites you must have, like, for example, if somebody wanted an arcane study, they would have to have only available to people that could use arcane focus or tool as a spellcasting focus, for etc. Ashley Scurry 1, thank you so much for the follow. Very much appreciated. We're just doing a little bit of cleric AL work in between the session before the players just finished up last session with the studying of the Hill Giant Chief and against the Giants, and they are preparing to start the glacial rift of the Frost Giant Jarl. No problem. We definitely will help out with Dungeons and Dragons. The players are working on their Bastion, which is basically kind of in the 5.5 rules or the 2024 rules, the new rules that came out last fall, are working on basically their base, their Bastion. From the start. So here's this, before we get into like the different things you can do on your like the different Bastion turn orders that you can give, or worry about any hirelings or anything like that. We're not going to worry about those yet. Oh, my D&D jersey. Yeah, it's kind of like not really a baseball jersey or hockey jersey or a football jersey. It's just a nice, cool, generic jersey that has D&D 74, and then it says Dungeon Master on the back. Actually, if you want to participate in the contest that Wizards of the Coast is currently having, that's a feat contest, and you can actually go to their website or to their Discord and participate in the creative feat, and they're going to be choosing some of the winners that actually get one of these jerseys. But they get to personalize the number on it, and they get to personalize the name on the back. This was from Gen Con. It just says 74 from the year D&D was created for the 50th anniversary of D&D, and then the back's 74. It just says Dungeon Master across the back for the name. Were given to us for being Dungeon Masters at the 50th anniversary events for Gen Con. But like I said, you will have different orders for your bastions on your bastion turns. But here are the special facilities. And if you guys follow that link that I put there in chat, if you have D&D Beyond, and you have access to the new Dungeon Master's Guide. If you don't, we'll get that fixed up for you as well. You should also be able to find some of it in searches here. I believe I have the Dungeon Master's Guide. If not, the basic rules should be in there in the compendium. But you can make 5th level facilities are Arcane Study, Armory, Barrack, Garden, Library, Sanctuary, Smithy, Storehouse, Workshop. 9th level, Gaming Hall, Greenhouse, Laboratory, Sacristy. Sacristy, is that it? Said proper scriptorium? Might have mispronounced that. Stable, Teleportation Circle, which is what Phelix was talking about. A theater, a training area, and a trophy room. And you are 13th level, so you have access to a menagerie, an observatory, a pub, a reliquary, and a reliquary.
Pub. Can it be an underground tavern pub? Not an inn?
You can have whatever you'd like it to have as a pub.
Okay.
The pub does have to be, it does have a prerequisite, but it is a roomy space.
As it should be.
And you will have to have one hireling there, which we'll talk about hirelings later.
Barkeep.
So with the amount of funds that you all have, since you've been, everybody's probably got tons and tons and tons of gold. You have access to not only improving the sizes of your basic stuff, you can also build other basic things into your bastion. And each one of you have access to 5 special areas.
Five special areas.
Let's see if I can find them here in the.
Excuse me. I don't have access on the compendium, I don't think. So I'm just looking it up old school in the paper, in the book.
Fair enough. Fair enough. If you type it into Roll20 into your compendium, because I believe I have them shared for this room, should be able to type in Dungeon Master's Guide. And it will show Book Index Dungeon Master's Guide 2024 and then Book Index Dungeon Master's Guide.
Oh.
It's basically chapter 7.
Not Master's Guide. Okay. Coming up. Nice. That makes it easier. On the tabletop, the book's nice. On stream, online here, this is very convenient to be able to look it up. So what are we trying to decide for now? If we want to have what type of extras? We have 5 different styles.
Yeah, you have the. If you look at the if you go to gaining a bastion, you go to special facilities. You have basic facilities and special facilities.
Okay.
My apologies. If you buy a special facility, it comes with the hirelings that work in the facility.
Oh, okay.
This is my first time actually messing with bastions as well. We were wanting to do it with the players on the Tuesday night stream that are playing Vecna Eve of Ruin. Because you could make your pub a speakeasy.
Mm-hmm.
Although I'm pretty sure the password would spread fairly rapidly through Phandalin in a small community. Each special facility in a bastion generates enough income to pay the salary of its hirelings.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm assuming the 5, for example, let's take Phelix for example, right? Phelix being a Order of Scribes wizard, you know. So obviously an arcane study would be nice because it would you can have the order for crafting. Basically, what a crafting order does, hirelings and special facility craft an item that can be made in the facility. During the time required to craft an item, the facility can't be used to craft anything else, even if a special ability allows the facility to carry out 2 orders at once. Hirelings have proficiency with artisan's tools as specified by the facility's description. So if you wanted to craft items, you could use your arcane study, and the prerequisite is the ability to use an arcane focus or a tool as a spellcasting focus. Basically, so like an artificer could use that as well. Another one would be like Phelix might want a library, right? So he could do research. And then maybe like a laboratory for other crafting, or a scriptorium for other crafting, then a teleportation circle to recruit. So with hirelings recruit creatures into the bastion.
Looking and looking. Special.
The arcane study, archive, teleportation circle, laboratory, and scriptorium is what Phelix is looking for.
Need a butler, somebody to run the house. Who is going to be our house leader or butler, so to speak? I guess they call him a butler back then. But
Do you want a house manager?
Yeah, like a house manager. You know, the butler he did everything.
Gwendolyn Orsong will totally do that for you guys. So Phelix wants a arcane study. We're not going to actually go through and do the specifics of them. We're just going to have you all choose them tonight, and then we'll go through before.
Oh yeah.
In between each session. Basically, in between each session, we'll flesh them out and we'll do some bastion turns. And then what we can do is we start every session with say, hey, this is what everyone did on their bastion turn. and then continue with the adventure. Arcane Study Archive. Laboratory. Hannibal wants a pub. Meditation circle. Your pub's your pub. If you want to spend the money to make it a bigger pub, that's up to you. And a library. There's just 3 choices so far. Now keep in mind, these are just 5 choices that your character would be interested in. Again, we're not looking for the spending the money at the moment or anything of that nature. We're just looking at what 5 specific ones your character would be interested in those special facilities. I mean, you don't have to choose all 5 now if you want. Hannibal just chose 3 with pub, meditation circle, and library. Felix went with all 5, which is, wizards need more. They're more high maintenance. See, Mindra put down a game room. Now, do you mean like a gambling hall or a game room?
Gambling hall.
Gambling hall, okay.
Right, here's what Ulmor thinks would be a good addition.
So Ulmer's choices and preferences are training area, armory, war room, barracks, guild hall. Have a stable would be a good one too, Mindran.
Ooh, yeah. You need a stable.
That's good for trade as well. The gaming hall's good for trade as well. You're all building these things, and Mindra's looking at a mercantile empire. Let's go with a gaming hall, a stable, a storehouse. Rangers in 5.5, sorry, 2024, they use a druidic focus now, don't they? Cheers. Thank you, Fingers.
All right. Cheers.
So Mindran is stable. Oh, no gaming hall? Oh, nice. Thank you so much for the follow. Very much appreciated. We were just working on some bastions, ideas for the characters to work on in between our sessions that we can work on during the week before the streams, in between streams, and then talk about their bastion turns at the beginning of each session and go back in. We are playing Adventures League, which is organized play designed and organized by Wizards of the Coast. Which means with Adventures League basically is rules as written, with a couple of exceptions. With Adventures League rules, it's basically kind of like a house DM rules that everyone in the that plays with the organized play uses. Yeah, this is not a problem, Mindran, at all. Like I said, Hannibal only put down Pub, Meditation Circle, Library for now, but I'm just going to put this handout here. I'm going to go ahead and save it. Show it to you guys all. That way you can have access to look at it, look at the bastions, get your ideas together. You can start formulate how much each one of them costs, things along those lines. And then, like I said, I would encourage you to use, you could either use Dungeon Draft or Campaign Cartographer. I know that there's one tied with the Roll20 now that you can make maps through. And maybe come up with ideas for those once we start getting those together. We can, work out a floor plan. So that way in between, if like we have a bastion event where you get attacked, you'll be able to, if you happen to be there, you'll be able to work on that. All right, so those choices are saved. Every stage of beard growth as a barber. Well, thank you very much. We've noticed a few people mentioning that the last few weeks coming in. All we have to do is get Mindran a Boston Scally cap, and then we'll be set. Which I was researching some of those today. Got some ideas. I'll send them his way. Is that your Gandalf wig? Your Gandalf beard? Or your dwarf beard? All right, so everything's been cashed in. Everyone's been updated on your magic items, and you're back in Phandalin. All of the workers, Sir Tathladen, Thorgrim, the other engineers, are all helping to create and build your bastion, which is Tresendar Manor, which is now the Helping Hands Manor. But we do have an ad break coming up here in just a few moments, so we're going to come back on the other side of the ad break. We'll reintroduce the characters to the viewers, and then we're going to be jumping right into the glacial rift of the Frost Giant Jarl when we come back. So please stick around. We'll be back in just a few. All right, we're back on this side of the ad break. Thank you all so much for your patience. As Mindran had asked earlier in the game about purchasing a portable hull, can't do that. There are some ways to get magic items. There are certain adventures. There's the trade things that happen at certain conventions and online events and such. But you can also trade with other players. So I had mentioned that I do have a character that has a couple of portable hulls. 20th level necromancer that I've been playing since I got into AL. And he does need a bowl of commanding water animals. He does not have that yet. So we're going to work on that trade, get that official and set up on Adventures League logs after the session. But Mindran now has a portable hull in place of the bowl of commanding water elementals. Which, necromancers always want all the things that they control on the battlefield. All right, so you find yourselves back in Phandalin, having stopped the hill giants from raiding the areas to the south. And when you return, you note that your companion that you initially traveled to Phandalin with, this is going to be having you go back into your notes. That your companion Sildar Hawkwinter was a friend of Gundren Rockseeker as well. You knew that Sildar was a member of the Lord's Alliance. He has taken up permanent residence here as well, and is frequently. You all know Harbin Wester is not really that great of a town master, but he's just he's still the elected quote-unquote mayor, but Sildar has definitely been taking in reports out of Townmaster's Hall, which you already know that he'd already taken up in a guest room there to discuss things happening through discussions from Neverwinter and such. And as you return, you of course head to Barthen's Provisions, head to Lion Shield Coster to trade in and then sell off the items and the weapons and things that you've encountered and you've gathered through the adventuring at the stead. And you have some concerns, right? You found there was a note, as well as you found a chain, if you recall, that I believe Phelix was able to understand and kind of work out that it could be used very similar to a teleportation circle that could take you at least to the area where the frost giants have been staging their raids, coming down from the Spine of the World mountains as well. Right? So let's go ahead and we have some new viewers in tonight. Let's go ahead and head back over here to our first page, and we'll have you all reintroduce your characters and let them know who you are playing, and then we will get back to speaking with Sildar and the emissaries from Neverwinter. So Phelix, remind everyone who you're playing.
I am playing Phelix, the Order of the Scribes Wizard, level 15, Lightfoot Halfling. The urchin background, grew up on the streets of Neverwinter, was temple diving one day, found a spellbook in the temple, figured out how to read it, and figured out how to cast magic from it. Now he's casting all sorts of crazy, insane, high-level damage everybody's spells and fighting giants and other such things.
What seventh level spells did you pick up?
I picked up teleportation and delayed blast fireball.
Delayed blast fireball now. All right. Well, that's Phelix. Thank you, Phelix. Then we have Hannibal. Hannibal Kane.
Hannibal Kane, hill dwarf monk. Forest of immaculately groomed chest hair that's slowly growing back after all the fireballs. He lets his presence and his pecs do the talking. Level 13, Way of the Ascendant Dragon Monk. Channeling draconic power and sprouting wings for fiery bursts or striking with elemental fury. At level 13, I picked up the ability to understand languages. I forget exactly what it's called. I dropped it in chat a while ago.
Voice of the Sun and the Moon.
Voice of the Sun and the Moon. So that's my level 13 gift. Can understand spoken languages. Moreover, any creature that can understand any language can understand what I say. So now I think Phelix and I can both communicate more clearly or ish.
That would have been really helpful to have with the troglodytes, wouldn't it have?
Yeah. 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, whatever.
Thank you very much, Hannibal. Then we have Ulmor.
Yes, I'm playing Ulmor Wakefield, a half-orc bard-barian. He's a bard, 3rd level, and now a 10th level barbarian. Is a follower of the Path of the Wild Heart. So he has he likes nature. He's actually gotten more in tune with nature as he's matured since coming from the sea as being a sailor beforehand. He likes to use his primal power, he calls it. Well, he probably doesn't call it primal power. Ulmor is not the brightest crayon in the box, but he means well and he's really strong. So he has his power of the animals. He's also just learned commune with nature, as now he's a nature speaker, so he can actually do the spell as a ritual, commune with nature, being 10th level.
Nice. And for the viewers watching, Ulmor does have dump stats of an 8 intelligence and an 8 wisdom, and Dawson does play him as that way. So we do sometimes get a few comments or questions about either in chat or in Discord about why did Ulmor do this? Why did Ulmor do that? And the response is he does have an intelligence and wisdom of 8. Typically, when they say, "Hey, let's go right," Ulmor says, "Let's go," and he will go left. So that was Ulmor. Thank you, Ulmor. And then we have Mindran.
Up relentless hunter skill and summon elementals at. Mindran Duskwalk doesn't fear the dark. She sues it for false advertising when it's too bright. Last survivor of a Lich's science fair, her family came back. Wrong, real wrong. Mom called her name in that, "I love you but I'm rotting" voice, and Mindran just took option B. Now she works for the Raven Queen. Part hit woman, part afterlife auditor. Ghost overstays? Evicted. Vampire thinks they're special? Necromancer gets feelings? Not anymore. She's the whisper in the dark. Knock at death's door, followed by the door getting kicked in. Not all who die stay buried. But if Mindran's coming for you, you will. I picked up relentless hunter skill and summon elementals at.
Nice. All right. Thank you, Mindran. Mindran is a Shatterkai Gloomstalker Ranger. And of course, they are accompanied by their NPC cleric, Sharon Moonrise, who is a Twilight Domain cleric, a wood elf, that does her best to try to keep them alive throughout their adventures. They also have the services of Thorgrim. He's gotten his funds. He's going to work stick around for a little while. Perhaps maybe be a captain of your guard or something at your Bastion, and Surtat Layden is also will accompany you if you wish. You do have a service for a year. Do you want him to accompany you, or do you wish for him to stay back and help oversee things with the Bastion? Surtat Layden is a elven knight that they rescued in the jails and cells beneath the Hill Giant steading.
So with him, we'll have 6 in our party. The Frost.
He does not take any coin or share of coin. He is in service and indebted to you for saving his life. As long as you're able to provide him with room and board, he will take care of everything else.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking about tactical as far as like 3.
I mean,
What do you think, guys?
he's not squishy, but his hit points aren't exceptionally well.
Okay. Well, maybe he should just be our caretaker of our manor. What'd you say?
Mindran has suggested him being your seneschal at the Bastion, at the keep.
At the Bastion, yes. Stay at the Bastion.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Not a problem. He will stay back there. As everyone's hit points updated, we got to do Mindran's. Let's change Mindran's real quick. It's at 112, right?
Anybody's ACs change? Mine didn't. I don't think mine's good. Let me double check and make sure I'm still. Yeah.
Felix, you're getting so close to not being able to get hit with the power word kill. You're getting closer and closer.
Only like 3 more levels.
All right. So back in Phandalin, by the way, chat, you are seeing my view of Roll20. So if you happen to see anything on the GM layer or anything like that, do your best not to inform the players in chat there. Yes, bonus proficiency went up to +5, so some of your passive perceptions might have changed. Make sure to change those on your personalization display, your display name, and your saves would have went up as well. Your DCs.
Oh, proficiency bonus went up too. Oh, okay. Mine went up too, because
Your proficiency bonus is your overall character level, even though you're multi-classed.
Okay. Yeah, I was leaving it at 4. Sorry. Cool. I'll change that. Nice.
That is a +5 now. Yes.
Yeah, the split class sometimes confuses me a little bit. I'm not sure which one goes up and down. It's like because you read the table for one character. Like say I was reading the table earlier for the barbarian because I'm leveling up barbarian, but I still have my bard levels. And it's like, oh, okay, yeah.
So you were able to come back to Phandalin and deal with your turn in stuff like that. Check on the manor and check in with. You did receive a note from Sildar saying after hearing news that you had returned from the Hill Giant setting, that there's more news from Neverwinter. Please rest, get your affairs situated, and when you have a chance tomorrow afternoon, meet me at the Townmaster's Hall, and we will discuss further matters dealing with these giant raids up and down the Sword Coasts. And you're able to, of course, take your long rest, all the benefits of your lull up, and next day you have most of the mid-morning to do anything. Does anyone want to go to Barthen or back to Barthen's Provisions or Lancio Coster to purchase any adventuring equipment? Do you want to purchase up any potions? Do you want to purchase up anything like adventuring gear, anything like that? Re-up any spell components or anything of that nature?
Look, see how many healing kits I've got because I handed out quite a few to Sheldon.
Yes, she does have the healer's feet.
Let me make sure I've got enough healers.
Healer's kits are 5 gold.
Okay.
They have 10 charges or 10 uses each.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get 3 more healers kits. I've only got 1 left.
Oh, 1 charge left?
Well, I've got I've just listed as I've got two. Let me see. Yeah, 2 healer kits. But I'm
So
put a
each
note
heal,
here.
each healer's kit has 10 uses.
Oh, okay. So I've got. Oh, all right. I've got you. Hold on.
So if you have 2 listed, that means you probably have 2 listed on 2 uses left of the healer's kit you had prior.
2 left. 2 uses left of the one that I had.
Gotcha. So yeah,
So I need. So I had it marked down each time. So I'm going to buy another healer's kit. So
okay.
that
That's
way
only
I'll have
5 gold.
total.
They have that at Barthlings
Okay.
without a problem. Anybody else want to purchase anything?
I need a spell scroll for sending.
Okay. Level
I think that's
3 spell scroll.
a level 3.
Yeah.
I don't remember what the costs on scrolls were. Couldn't find it in the.
See, do we have that up here? I think it's like we'll say 500 gold for now, and we'll adjust it if it's different.
Okay. I know it's 50 gold per level to put it in my book. So.
Is it cheaper for you though, as a order of scribes?
No, it's not cheaper. It just takes less time.
Gotcha. Oh, that's right.
Minute per spell level instead of an hour or 2 hours. There it is. $500, $150, $650.
Mitch, where do we change the proficiency bonus? I went into the settings of the character sheet, but I can't change my proficiency bonus
I'll get you.
to 5. I've still got it at 4.
On the campaign list, it says 300 gold. 75 for first, 150 for second, 300 for third, 500 for fourth, and 1,000 for fifth.
Okay.
Your character sheet changing your proficiency bonus. Just changed to 5.
Yeah, I looked on the settings sheet, but I didn't see where to change it.
There we go. Because if you go to your core sheet there and you go back to your settings, you still had your second class barbarian at level 6.
I saw that, and I was curious about that.
We just changed it to 8, and you're good.
Okay. All right. I was wondering about that because it said 6, and I thought, does that have to do with the spell stuff? I thought it was had in relation to the spells.
We also have to adjust something here real quick before we continue on. We come over here to your strength modifier. We take that 10 off because you had that potion of storm giant strength, which you don't have anymore. Which takes you back to a 19 with your gauntlets of ogre power. Okay. That's fixed. Thieves Tool Kit is 25 gold. I believe you have woodworker's tools, though, don't you? You can easily make 20, 40, 60 arrows without a problem. If you want to outfit him with Tatladen with armor, if you want to purchase that for him, that is totally up to you. Unfortunately, you don't have any spare sending stones, Hannibal. But you're able to purchase all of your items and stuff like that, replenish your wares, everything you need for your adventuring packs and stuff, and are able to make your way to Townmaster's Hall to speak with Sildar. He does mention that dozens of leagues to the north, up near Icewind Dale, the spine of the world mountains, that there have been raids coming down from the mountains to the settlements to the north and south of the spine of the worlds. They, from what they understand from research in different archives throughout Neverwinter and Silvery Moon, they believe that there is a stronghold known as Grugnur. And that this Grugnur is some sort of battle lord of frost giants. Put his name in chat for you. They know that there's some sort of rift in the glacier up there, and that frost giants have been among those who have been in the reaving bands. And we would like your party to deal with them as you dealt with the hill giants. Of course, Neverwinter and Lord Neverember would prefer death and destruction to be meted out to the frost giants in the same measure that you give these things that they give to these the people below the mountains as they come down. Of course, your most important mission, as it was with the hill giant Steading, is to garner intelligence as to what or who is behind the unholy alliance of hill, stone, frosts, and possibly other types of giants as well. Did you encounter any other giants besides the hill giants at the Steading?
Couple.
Yeah, we did. It was hill giants, and we had what was that? The one he was in the middle there. What was he? He was in the middle. He was not a frost giant, was he? No. I don't remember what kind of.
You do recall. Again,
Weight
like I
center,
said,
right?
a lot of times players might forget, the characters wouldn't. You do know that you encountered stone giants that were mining.
Right.
There was also a stone giant in the party area where they had were basically killing off a cloud giant that was there, some sort of emissary. Waith was actually the sword of the cloud giant emissary. And you also recall you did encounter fire giants down in the smithy area, down in the forges. Yes,
Who was the guy
giants.
right in the middle that they were in the main hall that they were fussing over? Was he the cloud giant?
That was a cloud giant, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. Yeah. All right. So Ulmor he's trying to catch up with whatever's going on. He's like, oh yeah, let's go. Let's find the giants. We already met a cloud giant.
If you can find out, again, as we said, as I've said, Sildar continues, the most important thing is for you to garner intelligence as to who or what is behind this unholy alliance of giants. Any such information gained should be delivered by the fastest means possible to myself and the nobles of Neverwinter who are sponsoring your expedition.
Well, you've come to the right people. Gathering intelligence is what we do.
Any treasure, of course,
They
you
have
find.
space.
Continue. Hannibal, my apologies. apologies, Silver says.
Do they have spare sending stones if they want urgent communication? They've got to have some.
I do not, but you do have a cleric and a mage amongst your party, as well as a ranger. Send methods through divine or arcane actions, perhaps even through the bird song.
I just picked up the spell and put it in my book, so.
Also working on that lightning bolt and fireball spell.
No lightning bolt.
Still don't have lightning bolt.
Nope.
Well, of course, any treasure you take is to be kept by you. It's part of your reward, especially for the perils you must face. And I must say that the environs of Iceland Dale are harsh and have no emotion. I would suggest gathering cold weather clothing and gear before you head out. You're bound to face many weird creatures and environs there. We have, from what we know, the evil root is deeply grown there. Far worse than among the hill giants. We can help provision you for your trek. What I would suggest is when you get near the glacier to find a location that you can use as a base of operations. We need a flamethrower.
Do we have a map? I would like to have a map. If not, I shall start to draw one.
Well, certainly. No. I've heard you draw excellent maps. However, I already have one. And he rolls out a map onto the table for you.
Ooh, yes. Ulmor's eyes light up as he gets to pour over the map. He really enjoys a good map. Being as dim-witted as he is quite savvy on being able to read and reckoneer how to get through the environs and going following the map and actually able to make them too. With this
He pulls out a sextant and a compass and a protractor and kind of starts discussing the areas of the map, segmented out. Each segment is about 4 miles in length, and that they think because of the raids are heading into not only the areas around the 10 towns, but also south of the spine of the world, that they believe that this glacial rift is somewhere along the edge of the Ragged Glacier.
Okay.
Oh, you are there. Okay.
If you have the means to travel back and forth between the 10 towns, you can resupply, but we will, of course, send with you. You do have mounts, yes?
We do.
Yes.
Yes. We will supply you with a beast of burden that can carry most of the provisions. The blizzards in the winter up there gets very harsh. So we will be sending a pack mule with you as well to carry those provisions. I would suggest once you arrive in the glaciers, the rifts region, to find a cave, something, rock outcropping, something with a windbreak or something to be able to hide yourselves and have a point of origin, a base of operations that you can return to if needed as you try to infiltrate this rift and discover what is going on and what the frost giants, the hill giants, of course, are dim-witted. I'm sure you might have discovered that. But the frost giants are cruel and calculating. Be mindful of this as you travel. amongst their territory. I do know that there are a couple of hidden enclaves of Goliaths in amongst the mountains in the region. They are hidden and very secretive. We do not know a whole lot about the clans. So if you encounter them and treat with them cautiously and peacefully. We don't need Goliaths getting angered at the short folk and then turn that upon the 10 towns. And he turns around and rolls up the map and hands it over to you, Ulmor.
Okay, Ulmor takes it and treats it very gently and puts it in a map case, a tube sealed with a wax top
Okay.
to take care of it, and puts it in his pack. All right, so we have everything we need as far as provisions. As far as our mounts, what is everybody riding?
I think everyone purchased the riding horse with the saddlebags, bit and bridle.
Okay, I remember that's what Ulmor.
I think it was like
said.
90 some gold back in the day when we first started. Yeah. Like a Vespa, snow tires.
Put the mount on my sheet, but anyway, yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Put it in there.
I might have a pony instead of a horse, but I don't remember.
Dude.
I don't have it on my sheet, but I have it in my notes from way back in like Phandalin, like right the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was like a month in.
Yeah.
All right. It was like a package that was like 92 gold or something like that.
Don't do that. I was went to go add the riding horse to my sheet, and it says, "Are you sure you want to turn this character into a riding horse?" No.
Oh, because you drug the actual monster over instead of the item? Yeah.
yeah. I didn't find the item. I just found the
That's
draft
hilarious.
horse is an item, I think. But yeah. Well, Ulmor would turn into an ass more than a horse, I'm sure.
They're not really sure. Mindran, Sildar responds to you. They have lived for generations in the cold, mountainous regions of the northern part of the spine of the world mountains. If you wish to make your trek to the 10 towns prior to the glacier, that is up to you, unless you have other means to make your way to this location. Have you discovered any other means of travel?
If we had a, what's it called? Let's see. That's not what I wanted.
Can't we use one of those magic circles that you guys are able to pull up?
You do know that there is, when you found this chief's secret treasure room, as you had come down and went into the dungeon level of the steading before heading to the main Great Hall, you did
That's
find,
right.
you did find that behind what appeared to be a broken barrel, there was an illusion that Phelix had discovered. And inside there was a long, thin chain made of weird black metal with instructions written in giant using dwarvish script on a sheet of human skin. And the instructions indicated that the chain was a magical device meant to be placed on a flat surface, looped into a figure 8 shape. And you actually did have, I think, used a charge from Detect Magic, or either you or Shae had Detect Magic active, and saw that it did radiate conjuration. And with it configured in that manner, it can transport up to 1 giant or 6 human-sized persons standing on each loop of the figure 8 to the glacial rift, so long as one of your members is holding the map that you had discovered.
Okay.
That works.
And I think, Felix, you said you did grab the chain and the morbid piece of human skin on which the instructions were worked on.
Ulmor speaks to Hannibal. He said, Hannibal, in addition to our cold weather stuff, we might be climbing ice. You think we're climbing the mountains? If we're going in the mountains, we might climb mountains. They could need some climbing gear.
You could?
Yep.
Perhaps?
I think we need crampons and cold weather gear. At the
Some
least.
climbing gear. Maybe some ropes.
Oh yeah, we
Dangerous.
used some of our rope, didn't we, for something silly?
Oh.
Yeah. So, yeah, before we take off and leave, we should go to Barthon's and stock up on rope and climbing gear and cold weather gear and crampons,
Okay.
if available.
Yeah. The Lion's Shield Coster would definitely have those available for you. Some of them can be purchased at Barthon's Provisions.
Okay.
The price and cost of those, give me a second here. I'm going to find those for you. I think it's 4 gold. For the cold weather clothing. I think it might be 10. You can pick up snowshoes if you want. There are crampons as well.
Yeah, I found 10 gold cold weather gear,
10
2
gold.
gold crampons in the compendium.
Yep.
I
Cold weather
didn't see
gear
snow-
is 10 gold. Crampons for a set of 2 is 2 gold. If you want snowshoes to walk on the snow, kind of like those big, huge, racket-looking things you put on your feet, those are 2 gold a piece as well, or 2 gold for a pair as well.
Might as well have them. And climbing gear?
Climbing kit, I believe, is 25 gold.
Okay, so 25. And then for climbing kit, the snowshoes are 2.
Yeah.
Crampons are 2.
Yep.
And cold weather gear is 10.
Yes.
Okay.
Crampons and snowshoes you can get at Lion's Shield Coster. Barthen's Provisions, you get the cold weather gear. Barthen, she does mention to you as long as your cold weather clothing stays dry, you will be able to be protected from the extreme cold. However, if it gets wet, be mindful. Go ahead and everyone give me a group history check.
Okay.
Nice. That's a very good group history check. Throw one in for Shae as well. She's not very much into history. But you do know that many of the inhabitants of the 10 towns use dog sleds with sled dogs. And if they're using mounts themselves, of course, some people do use horses, but a favored mount in the cold north is an axe beak. Because of their splayed feet allow them to run across snow much easier.
So we may be able to purchase them when we get there, as far as however we're getting there. Well, so we're not taking our horses, our mounts, if we're going to use the chain.
If that's what you wish to do. You can take, of course, some of you can travel forward with the instructions, and Felix could be the last to come through, because there are two loops, basically. A giant size can fit in one loop, because you basically lay the chain in a figure 8, right? So there becomes two teleportation areas. You can put a giant sized person in one, and up to 6 medium-sized humanoids. So any combination there, you can activate it, and you can like kind of go in shifts. So if you want to take your horses with you, you can. Otherwise, you're going to be on foot. So that depends on what you want to do. If you want to just use your crampons and your snowshoes, and spare your horses the horror of being up in a frozen wasteland, that is up to you.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Yeah, I don't think our horses would be happy there at all.
When you put it that way.
So yeah, let's maybe just get our snowshoes and we'll hike to the towns, and then whenever we can get to one of the 10 towns, we can purchase the max peaks.
Well,
What
it
is the
depends on where this chain takes us.
Well, you do know that the chain itself is going to take you very near the glacial rift.
Oh, snap. Okay.
So you're going to, using the chain, it will take you to just near the glacial rift. So
Okay,
you'll be like map-wise, I'll take you back over to the Icewind map.
Okay.
If this is your location, we're going to go ahead and mark this right here.
So how does the chain work? The teleport? Can we go back through it?
Rift location is right there. Actually,
Okay.
oops, let's do it this way. Yeah, hold on. So that's the location right there of the rift. Oops, off the glacier. There we go. So using the teleportation chain, basically the teleportation circle from the chain, is going to take you to that area. You can use your measurement token and see how far away some of the different 10-town settlements are. Mindran's suggesting traveling to the 10 towns with your horses, and then purchase axe beaks if you want from there to make your way up.
But that's also how long is it going to take us to get to Phandalin, from Phandalin all the way to the spine of the world?
A good week, if not more.
Okay.
Perhaps even longer.
What do you guys think? Travel overland or teleport right up into the thick of it?
Why waste time?
Shae would be in agreement with Phelix. Use the chain. Teleport right to the rift. Find a location to create as a base. Go ahead, Phelix.
Yeah, won't have to worry about having too much carrying gear or climbing gear if we're just right there, right? You assume it's. I mean, if it was meant to take him home or take someone home.
Can we get
That's
back
not like
through
they-
it?
Oh, no
Want me
worries.
to.
Sharon says no worries.
No worries.
No.
That's why I
ne-
put the teleportation circle in the thing.
No, I have plane shift, she says. That's what she got.
Well, that just takes
that's
us to another.
That's what she got. She could plane shift you guys back to Phandalin.
Okay. Well, yeah. By all means,
That's not a
then.
different plane.
let's skip all the bullshit of trying to travel across through the 10 towns and fighting the cold, and just go right to it, and then fight the cold while we're there instead of an expedition. Since we have the magical power to do that, let's do it. And Ulmor says, yeah, let's do it. Where are we going?
So you're able to grab your climbing gear, grab your all of your crampons and everything, get outfitted, ready to go. Felix is able to lay down the chain in its figure 8 setting. Everyone steps into, some of you step into one's circles. Actually, all 5 of you can step into the one circle by yourselves and recite the instructions. And you feel a dip as if your body begins to fall, like a sinking in your stomach, and the world around you goes dark. And when it comes to, when you come to, you find yourself blinded by snow as a blizzard is right in the area where you first arrive. Looking about, you see just basically a white wasteland. As you look to the southwest, you assume is the southwest. Actually, Hannibal, you're able to pull out your orb of direction, and it actually works, being outside of the far realm. And you can indicate that you can see the Spine of the World Mountains to the southwest of you. You see the Ragged Glacier stretching off to the north and northeast and to the east. And looking down between the snow, you see a massive rift in the glacier down just a little bit to the northwest of you. I'm sorry, northwest of you. North or northwest in this direction.
Okay, so we would be over here,
Yeah.
down in this area.
No, you're in that area. Yes. Sorry.
Okay.
No, this
All
was indicating where you were coming in.
Oh, that's where we're coming in.
Yes, that's where you're coming in.
Gotcha.
They don't have an exact location of the area.
Gotcha. Okay.
What's your first actions?
We should. Ulmor immediately starts looking for an alcove, a small cave.
That's what
shelter.
Mindran says too. Yeah.
Set right there. Yeah, he starts looking for that. So we're to get out of the elements.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a group survival check.
You can use guidance on that,
You sure can.
I'm sure. Yeah, go.
Yeah. Oof.
D4 for guidance.
Ulmor will use his inspiration.
Yes, D4. Sure, you can use your inspiration to reroll.
Okay.
Puts me above 10.
It does put you above 10. Ulmor with the heroic inspiration does get you 23. So a 26 from Mindran, a 23 from Hannibal, and a 23 from Ulmor. It does take you a few hours, but you do discover a rocky area just outside of the area where the chain brought you in. That does have a number of small caves here and there, kind of like a rock outcropping here and there of boulders, where the glacier kind of comes up off the side of it. It's fairly cold and chilly, but you do note that there is an area that comes down, like kind of creates like a natural cave in the glacier. Perhaps in the warmer climate, there might be a bit of water that flows through the area. It's kind of dug out this little cavern area that you can set up as a kind of a base. Go ahead and everyone give me perception checks, because obviously you don't want it to be like you're going to need to start a fire. So you're going to want to make sure that you can't be seen with your fire burning and stuff outside of that area. Yep, not a problem. You're able to find a spot to set up camp and kind of take some of the extra provisions. Since you weren't taking any of the mounts and stuff, the provisions were taken with you via the teleportation circle. It does take a little bit of time, probably about 3 or 4 hours once you find this site, which you do find fairly quickly with your survival checks, but it does take you probably about 2 or 3 hours to get all of your provisions from the location of where they were brought in and get them to the cave to start scouting for making your way across the glacial rift. First of all, everyone give me a Constitution saving throw with advantage since you have cold weather gear. And poor Ulmor. Ulmor, you have a level of exhaustion.
Okay.
That is just very cold, very, very cold.
Well, he doesn't like to wear clothes, so yeah, it's try to get used to this.
And that is where we're going to stop. Before next session, we'll come back and we will get into the glacial rift. Thanks everybody for hanging out tonight. Thank you for letting us go through all the clerical work and the bastion ideas set up, getting everyone ready to go, and coming in here to the glacial rift of the Frost Giant Jarl of the Among the Giants adventure. If you want to help support the channel, please check out the social links below. If you could give us a follow on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, give us a follow, sub on YouTube if you would. It is free to do. You can catch up on all the D&D campaigns over there. If you want to chat with us off stream, click on the About Us section below in the Discord panel or the link in chat to join the Master of Dungeons community Discord server. We can help shape an accepting, caring, and inclusive gaming community. The merch store is also open. Anything you purchase there will directly help support the channel. There's a Roll20 wish list down below, as well as a link to the DM Guild for things that I've been a part of creating for Dungeons & Dragons. We'll be back tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. Eastern, for some Adventures in Middle-earth. The next Sunday, of course, for some more D&D. But until then, we'd love all of you. And as always, happy adventuring. Take care, all.